Hello and welcome back to another episode of Achronist. We're back with Rich Anne and I'm not sure what we're doing yet. We could go back to the bar, but it just seems like it's just too much work. So instead we're going for this instead. You find yourself in a smoky room. Yes, we do. Indeed, we do. What do you want? Do you read palms? Will you tell your fortune? She picks up a well-worn tarot deck, smirking at you as she shuffles the cards. Tell me when. When? She draws the top card and places it on the table. The Emperor. Controller, authority, establishment. Often associated with oppression or daddy issues, or both. On the other hand, it can mean you're becoming a bit of a kingpin yourself. Might want to wind your neck in, though. That stunt doesn't work on me. Now, the next card reveals your future. It can be used to guide you to better choices. Take it with a pinch of salt, mind. The future is a mercurial beast. She carefully places the new card beside the previous one. The Tower. I've got good news, and more good news. The good news is, your family's about to come into a lot of money, possibly through marriage. Yeah, we know about that one. Marry Matt to Aurelia. Maybe your great-grandma's got a rich toy boy on the go. Or you've got a rich auntie at death's door. You said there's more good news. Ah yes, the other good news is that you'll lose it all right away. In what world is that good news? Oh, that good news was for me. I love a good disaster. Always cheers me right up. She produces a flask from her cloak and takes a long swig. That's your lot. Is that it? For no extra charge, I can turn you into a clean rag. I need one for my latrine. She snatches the 10 gold from you and stuffs it in her pockets. Can we do anything else? No. Sorry, Billy. Nothing I can do for you right there. So if you need a good present, a good gift. Pardon me, I'm blinded by love and did not see you. I must be leaving. I have great need of fortune telling before Aurelia's bar. Tonight could be the night. Alright, sure, whatever. Wait, we got a quest from that? Intercept Georgette on her way to Summer's house and convincingly read her future. She'll reward you with 60 gold. $60 gold. How much is the dress? Is that how he gets Witch Anne in there? 100. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you should be doing. That's the thing. That's my problem in life. Is that I don't know what to do. Is there any point to these? Are these just here for fun? Who knows? Takes it for sure. It's a good gift. What can we do with this? Like, there has to be a step here. I just don't see it. It feels like we need to threaten him, but we can't threaten him because he doesn't talk. No. Nothing new there. Mother rude cat. Anyway. What's this book about? And I guess this thing. How much money do I have left? 90. And I guess these two things, because we have never bought them. Yeah. I don't know what we do with them. I really don't know what we do with them. Almost got away, but didn't. We can't use the lever like this, right? No. What's the point of all these things then? Maybe the wand is needed. Have you read all the books actually? I don't think we have. Did we only read 3 of them? Because yeah, these are blue. Sins of the Ancients, Volume 2. This one seems well thumbed. The spine is bent, and now the book automatically opens to page 42. The unenlightened Greeks, in their sinfulness, built temples unto their heathen gods in which to cavort and fornicate. Their sensuous displays corrupted the minds of many youth who, dazzled by their muscular and firm-handed elders, were helplessly strong-armed into sin. We must be grateful that, as Christians, we were too civilized to engage in such shameless practices. Heathen worship in these temples included acts such as manly backslapping, vigorous stretching, bathing in oils, and mud wrestling. The writing only covers a tiny part of the page. Most of it is covered in hand-inked illustrations. You flick through the returns pile, sure. Herbology of the wetland blooms. It fires open to a sample page. Viola, so something purple, I guess. There's a pretty drawing of a blue flower. Well, maybe not purple then. Growing by a river. Viola, or the Rosacea genus of the Rosacea genus, is a rare waterside plant found in certain parts of southeastern England. Also known as blue flower, this rain-loving plant requires magic-rich soil to thrive, and is easily recognized by its heart-shaped petals and heady aroma. When inhaled, the scent of fresh-cut specimen is a powerful relaxant. If properly prepared and eaten, the medicinal properties of this plant become more potent. It can be used as an active ingredient in sleeping draughts, infant colic remedies, restorative for the anxious or distressed. Okay, so that's like, it's yellow, so we need to know it, but who's anxious or distressed? Like, I mean, I don't know. Cordial for hysteria of the womb and in tonics for heresy or disobedience in children. Poets and playwrights have long associated this plant with passion and youthful romance. Because of this, and because of persistent myths about its magical powers that are also often used in love potions, there is no evidence that it is effective. Also relieves the dropsy. There's something scribbled in the margins. Warning, if taken in excess or improperly prepared, the substance may induce madness, which may take the form of fits, blasphemy, withering, facial blindness, obsession, or compulsive licking and chewing of objects. You flick through the returns pile, yes. The tortured Romans of Sevilla and Grimond. There's some paper folded inside the book. You pull it out. It seems to be a letter written on expensive parchment. It has a coat of arms stamped in the top corner, and you can see the remains of a broken back seal on the back. My dearest Harper, Words cannot express my adoration for you, beloved. How delighted I was to hear you have returned to Orderdale. My love is as deep and fathomless as the sea, as endless as the sky, and as solid as the green earth that sits between. My darling, I know you're here but a few days. If you feel the same way, elope with me tonight. Meet me beyond the woods when the sun rises, and we'll away to the church to be wed. I don't know where beyond the woods is. By the time you arrive at dear Aurelia's party, we will finally be married, and no man's displeasure can sunder our union. Please do not misplace my letter and forget to come like last time. I know you would never mean to torment me, my sweet, but it has happened quite a few times now. I'm as always, your devoted Simon. Who's Simon? You tucked the letter back between the pages. I don't remember anyone named Simon. That's bad. Read Household Magics for thrifty wives. You open the book to a random page. Time travel, dangerous to the inexperienced mage. Time travel spells are too rigid and unyielding to be diffused into potions or baked into foods like more bribe or sorceries, and are in any case too poisonous to consume. However, the magic may be alloyed into any of the phlegmatic metals, and is therefore often concealed in rarer weaponry such as swords or certain types of armor, small keepsakes or jewelry, like rings. Once an object has been successfully enchanted, that object will not be duplicated in a timeline, and nor will its wielder. The user may flit back and forth between two fixed points in time without fear of creating copies of herself. If separated from its wielder, the enchanted object will reflexively return the wielder to her original timeline, which prevents the spell user from being marooned. Some choose to apply time limits to their magic, obliging the wielder to return to their own timeline after a certain number of hours, regardless of circumstance. Though some practitioners find these measures to be limiting, they are advisable when casting a time spell for use by a non-witch. For users who find such caveats annoying, that's hard to read because it's still getting smaller. The best way to get around such limitations is to bestow their magic on another whilst... That's impossible to read. We'll just wait. Bestow their magic object on another whilst in a foreign time period, thus transferring the effects of the spell. This will allow the user to stay for longer periods and negates the contact rule. However, many witches consider this a risky strategy unless you can be absolutely certain that the person entrusted with the magic will definitely give it back. It is also wise to implement precautions that prevent magical pollution in the user's immediate environment, which we haven't done. Excessive time travel within a single locale can oversaturate it with temporal magic. Afflicted towns or villages may develop unhealthy elastic relationships with their natural timelines. Yep, that's happened here. Denizens of the area may exhibit anachronistic behaviors, which may affect their speech, dress, technological advancements, social mores, politics, or opinions. While the effects are usually temporary, funny, many sufferers find them unnerving and may become distressed. Severe magic pollution, if left unaddressed, can cause more permanent damage to time in the local area. In some cases, total collapse of reality has been observed. Sure, that's fine. We don't care. We're done. We've read all the books. I don't know what to do though. Do not know what to do. Who's Simon? I don't know. I should maybe mind read these paper? Oh yeah, I should do that. I should totally do that. Bitch. When was that? 6? Did I miss it? No. Listening, yes. Mind reading stuff would like stop it, right? Good heaven, I still haven't recovered from last time. The child is the spawn of Satan, I swear it. I don't know the Barrett's only a local gentry. No. I was hoping we could like mind read the save combination or something. But we cannot. These guys are not thinking, so we can't read their minds. Wait, how much money do we have on this timeline? The tinfoil is what, 20 gourd? It's not enough. The thing is... to sell the tinfoil first. Uh, 28. Did my keyboard die? What? That was weird. Too high, okay. I'm pretty sure this is just rigged and you can't win it, but there has to be something there, right? It's just not... It's not just random, whatever. She's got more money. But it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter, no. I'm just wondering if the price is... the gift that we need. What's going on? Oh, caps lock is on. Now I see it, okay. 26. Too low. Only one per day? That's rude. Now you got a quest for it though, it's nice. So much effort. 27. The scales wobble swinging up and down, then they settle into a perfect balance. How? That can't be right. I want fair and square, so what's my price? Peter huffs as he puts the game away. Well, alright, you can have your prize. I keep it in the cathedral. For safekeeping. It's not safe to have around what of all the highwaymen these days. One can never be too careful. This better not be a trick. No trick. Speak to Reverend Remedio and ask him for your prize. He'll know what you mean. That seems weird, but sure. I always forget about Selma here. That's weird because there's no more quest for it now. Anyway, let's just talk to the Reverend and see what's up. I'm here for my price. The merchant said you had my price. Price? I'm afraid I don't follow. The price for winning his guessing game. I knew that man was lying. Hold on. You played Peter's chestnut game? Yes. And you guessed correctly? Yes. On your first try? Yes. How did you do such a thing? Excuse me? How could any man predict the outcome by earthly means? Because the only explanation I can think of is that you made a demonic deal to obtain the power of clairvoyance. You used dark divinations, wench, or should I say witch. The priest grabs his piper and strikes you across the temple. Witch! 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 That's a good prize. You wake on a cold stone floor being dragged from a dungeon you don't remember entering. You're poured out into the sunlight, which you only see for a second before a leather bag is tied over your head. The smell makes you gag, and you are too weak to resist as strong hands bind you to a wooden pole. You realize you're standing on a loose pile of tree branches, or something like them. They roll around under your feet until they tie your feet to the pole as well. A crowd is murmuring around you, and the priest is intoning over the noise. Sin, but grievous as the crime of witchcraft is, this woman is the subject of an all-forgiving God. As the body is purified to ashes, the repentant soul may yet ascend to heaven. The wood crackles and your legs sweat. Your hands are tied together behind you. You can feel the ring digging into your flesh. You rub your palms together, but the ring is stuck fast. It's not coming off. Something smells bad. Is that burning hair? You rub your hands a little faster, trying to slide the ring over the middle knuckle, but it still won't come. You gasp for more air, but it hurts to breathe the searing smoke. In desperation, you twist your arm until the muscles scream, and you manage to catch the ring between two fingers of your other hand. You pour. It scrapes down the bone of your finger inch by inch, and your heart leaps. Finally, the ring slips from your finger. And that's it. So, that's mean. That's very mean. Very mean. Maybe why is you mean? What happens when you blackmail him again? I forgot. I skipped it R, so I still don't know what happens. Sell the phone. Inspect the basket. Buy the dress, I guess. I don't know what to do with any of these things. It's so weird. Like, you only know this, and that's it. All the other things don't really serve a purpose as of now. I didn't buy the ring. Oh, I don't need the key, but I don't need the key anymore. Because I can just magic my way in the door now. Which is good. Save some money on that. Don't know how much that really matters, but it is a thing. We don't have a gift at R yet, which is not good. What happens when we blackmail him? I don't know. Maybe we want him to come this time though, to the bar. So maybe we'll let him go free this time. I don't know. What would she like as a gift? She didn't like the mask. I don't think she'd like a rotten pumpkin. Let's buy her the wand. And let's buy... Well, it doesn't make sense to buy more than one thing. Let's buy the spine book too, sure. We have the invitation, we have some gifts to choose from. Let him out. Well, we can't actually give him the gift though. Maybe we can give it to him at the bar or something. Let's find out. Other than that, I don't really know. I'm still not sure who Simon is. I feel like we should know, but I don't know. Oh, we're an hour early still, right? 7. I got you this. The magic wand. Didn't like it. Alright, who's out here right now? No one is. And the only thing to look at is this. The headless cupid. That's pointless. Alright, let's go back inside then. And talk to the deacon. Anne, is that you? And Matt too, how wonderful. And hick, come hither a minute. Minute. Have you tried to punch? It's like ambrosia. Are you all? Hick. Oh yes, I'm fine. Guess what, Anne? It's me, your best friend librarian. I know this fake mustache is very convincing, but it's actually me under here in disguise. He lowers his voice. I don't have an invite, you see. I snuck in sneakily. This way I can talk to lots of new friends, and Remedial will never find out it was Hick. I was here instead of at the library, and he won't scold me. Unless he goes to the library and looks for me, and becomes angry when he sees I'm not there. And can I ask you a delicate question? Of course, what is it? So if you know something about someone, but you don't think they want you to know, and you don't even know if they really know you know, or even if you know you know, or even if you know, but it's not good if they do you do what you want, or do you have to do what they would want you to do if they knew, you know? I don't know, no, sorry. Alexander's eyes bulge and he bends double. I think I might be sick. I think so too. I missed it. Missed the first thing. Where are you going? Oh dears Aurelia, I did hope I'd find you here. Harper, thank you for holding the fort while I welcomed guests. Have things been alright while I was gone? I'm afraid there's been a falling out of sorts. Oh dear, what kind of falling outs? Well, Georgette and George were having the most dreadful row in the grounds just now. Oh, over what? Over you, my dear. She accuses him of carrying a torch for you. George? But that's preposterous. Isn't Georgette his sweetheart? I thought so too, but he was backed into a corner by an unsavory guest, who pushed him to proclaim what a good husband he'd be to you. Yeah, very unsavory. Husband? And not just George, I'm afraid. This guest had all the boys declaring their love for you just now. Heaven. I cannot blame them, Aurelia, as fair and virtuous as you are, but all the girls all took it very hard. Now they are in the garden crying on one another's shoulder and telling each other how much they hate you. Sniffer, sniffer, sure. That's nice, I like that. It's true what they say about the teenage years, and I've only been 13 for a few hours. Sweet girl, I've been 13 for 8 whole months. You're preaching to the choir, I assure you. There was one more thing I wanted to say. It's on the tip of my tongue. By the saints, what fresh hell. Yes, that was it. Watch out for that. What was her name? Lady Anne, and her smelly little shadow follows her everywhere. She's the one who started the whole mess. What? That's so mean. She spurred them to it, dear one. Don't trust anything she says. Dear Harper, how grateful I am to have you. You're my only real friend. Perhaps I am, Aurelia, but don't worry. You can trust me. Goodness, we're growing so old. Older and wiser, friend. The king gobbers and drink. I mean, 13 is really old. It's true. But of course, it's not every day a little duchess begins her adolescence, and in such a town as Alderdale, never a dull moment for the young. One time when I was that age, we had a time fluctuation, and indoor plumbing existed for a whole week in all the houses. It was wonderful. Yes, I remember being 13, so exciting to know I could be anything I wanted. I wanted to be a salmon. I remember being 13, it was dreadful. Hello, Anne. Alexander throws an arm around your shoulder, both out of friendliness and the need to steady himself. Your Majesty, allow me to introduce you to Anne. If it weren't for her, I'd still be stuck in a hole talking to my Mr. Shoelace. I'm not a Majesty. Who's Mr. Shoelace? Alexander doubles over, giggling. I can see why Remedial keeps you on such a leash. But where are my manners if it isn't the heroine du jour? You smile politely. Anne, I can see you have not had a happy life. It can be read in your face. Therefore, if I raise a somewhat inelegant question, then I hope we may still understand each other. Tell me, that boy that follows you around, you care for him, do you? Yes. You worry about his future, strive to give him the best you can. I do. What's it like having something to live for? I'm an aristocrat. My every need is met before I even think of it. Rich as I am, married as I am, I can climb no higher on the social ladder. I have no need to strive, nor to dream, nor to hope. Even for Aurelia, she'll be alright whatever I do. I've even lost the need to give or accept love. There's a void where my wants should be, and I'm an empty woman as a result. I realize my own audacity in making such a statement. I'm sure an empty heart is a less pressing burden than an empty stomach, and yet... Remember this conversation as you strive for the future of your boy. When you make decisions, he may have this kind of life. Think of me. Wait, could we actually do something with that candle? I thought I saw... no. No sparkly things there. Who's that? Oh, yeah, she again. I always forget what she looks like. So George is down here, or is moving again. Where did Aurelia go? Did he go into the kitchen? Let me in. What happened to this door? That's strange. There's blue smoke leaking from under the door. What? Everything's gone black. Matt? Matt, where are you? You stumble to the table and touch the lamp. It's still hot, the flame's still burning, but it's not giving out lights. This is magical darkness. Didn't I... Anne? Well, isn't this awkward? Murderer and victim inadvertently thrust into a conversation with each other at the same party. What an embarrassing social predicament. Let's get down to brass tacks, wench. Who do you think you are, running around killing people? You might have killed someone who couldn't get back up, you know? I'm not saying I don't commit the occasional murder myself. I've killed people, transfigured their bodies, destroyed their minds, or otherwise ruined their lives. But what does that matter? I did all that for fun. I didn't think it would get me anything. Let's talk about your disturbing addiction to social climbing. Speaking as one of its casualties. I have to help Matt. We don't want to be homeless anymore. You're not homeless, you dotard. Most of those new lives you made for yourself, they were good enough. They gave you the roof over your head. And the comfortable home you'd longed for, didn't they? Prospects, even. You have what you wanted. You should have been satisfied. You should have been more satisfied with each material improvement. But somehow you weren't. Why was that, I wonder? Why not? They weren't... I didn't feel... Something's still missing. When I start my new life, my permanent new life, I don't know if I'll be able to... I see the problem. It's too late for you. Too late to make a change. Your old life is too strong a grip on you. It doesn't matter how rich you get or what new future you create for yourself. You can't work through the feelings from your past, and you can't form reciprocal human connections anymore. It was losing those human connections that put you in this mess in the first place, right? A lot of people died or left or let you down, right? They didn't even try to bond with any of those new families to create new ones, not even with the ones that weren't trying to kill you. Instead of moving on with your life, you just come back here again and again, treating the people of Lauderdale as tools for your own use, manipulating them, stealing from them, disrupting their lives. What a wonderful way to avoid your own emotions. Pathetic. Did you come back to be my therapist? I came back to warn you where this all leads. Do you understand the damage you're doing? Coming back so often? You've noticed how weird time is now. It wasn't this bad a year ago. It wasn't this bad a week ago. That's because of your meddling. You're pumping so much magic into the firmament, the local chronospheres is warping. The barrier between past, present, and future might break down completely. That's not good for me, or anyone. Humans don't tend to survive this sort of thing. I will be forced to stop you if this goes on. Understand? Sweet Satan, why wouldn't you have stayed homeless and made friends with a rat or something? I slept in bins. And worse besides, I know. How can you tell me I should have accepted that life? How dare you tell me that? You have no idea what it's done to me. No, but I do. I don't care about your sob story or your ongoing mental health disaster. There's no excuse for the damage you're doing. I won't stop. Not until I have the life I need. Oh dear, I can't believe I have to spell this out for you. A new life will not make you happy. If it was going to make you happy, the last 10 times you tried it would have left you downright ecstatic. You're painfully dense, lowercase s there, but I'm nice, so explain one more time what you can do to help yourself instead of destroying the world. Get out of poverty, sure, but that's just the first step. The only thing that will make any real difference is the moment you force yourself to admit that the life you have is good enough to sort yourself out. Unless you relearn how to do more, then take from people who have things you want, no life will satisfy you. What you need is to start actually caring about other people and learn to invest in their happiness. If you don't, you'll just be stuck repeating the same cycle, never moving forward, spinning in endless circles like a hand on a clock. So take that brass ring off your finger and confront your human needs instead of trying to outrun them from life to life. You could start by learning to think of someone else's needs for 5 seconds, like the need to not get burned on a pyre by a paranoid priest. I have to deal with him now too. Just something for you to think on, an Achronist. Hello, Earth to Anne? Matt is poking her forehead. He swats his hand out of the way. Matt, where did you go? What? I've been here the whole time. It's you who's been away with the fairies. Oh, I just forgot about it. Just forget about it. Alright. So that didn't really get us anywhere. Did it now? Oh, we can open the door now, right? We can't open the door. That's mean. We can't magic the door open. So what's left for us to do then? I don't know that there is anything we can do. We've read this one, why can't we skip it? Talk to Fred. He's cuddling a garden gnome. He licks it lovingly. Best leave him to it. So he maybe consumed a love potion? It's a good funny sequence, but it doesn't really get us anywhere. I'll try a mission. I'll explore Madagascar and New Holland in places Christian woman has never been before. Or perhaps I'll be the next Marie de Gournay and fight for education on behalf of my oppressed sisters, or invent new worlds like my literary hero, Margaret Cavendish. Why is that yellow? No, better to die in the adventure of no achievements than live in obscure and sluggish security. I'll be hick. Oh, I need to lie down. Hick. Not very informative. Yeah, it's midnight. It's so hard to do things at this point. It feels like we need that present to unlock. I think we crashed. Yes. We definitely need that present to move on with the bar. I don't know what else we need to do. We should definitely intercept Churchette and try to do that thing. What else? Still need to find the code for the save. We need to get Witch Anne into the bar. But it might be tied to the, like, telling the future thing for Churchette. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll do that next time, though. That's it for now. I'll see you then. Bye-bye. I can't stop recording. I have to click it, I guess. Hotkey doesn't work. Anyway, that's it. Bye-bye.